Howdy, fellas and fellows. Welcome back to the channel. So, figured we'd go live for a little bit and discuss my great friends, Steamer Man and Rich. So, first, we're going to tackle Rich's bullshit, and I mean bullshit. So, Rich, the fuel pump's not working because you listen to fucking my buddy, my Bubba, Twisted, and he's wrong. There's a rod that runs the fuel pump on a small block Chevy. That rod has to be fully up for the fuel pump to slide into place and bolt on. If that rod's even down a little bit, it's not going to work. How about you listen to somebody with actual, knowledge when it comes to small block Chevys? Like somebody like, I don't know, 2X, somebody like that. Somebody like Knucklehead, somebody like that. Because Twisted gave you bullshit advice that he was 100% wrong on. And I love the guy. Great guy. Go check out his channel, you guys. Listen to Mopar Garage. He's my Bubba. So let's get into this.
Today the new fuel pump goes on.
Multiple spots like here,
That right there.
or here. Salon boss patches.
63 degrees, the high of 73, and no humidity. Nice cool breeze going on. No time like the present in order to get it done.
Still didn't get it done because you're too stupid to figure it out, so.
Today the new fuel pump goes on.
Multiple spots like here,
That right there.
or here. Salon boss patches.
63 degrees, the high of 73, and no
Hey, my
humidity.
phone. Now, right here is going to be what he's talking about, hitting the frame. And you can't get it further up in there because there's a rod that actuates the little arm on the back of the fuel pump. Twisted wanted to argue the point with the dude in Rich's Live, and he's Twisted is 100% wrong on this, that engine don't have a rod. Well, Twisted's used to working on Mopars. Mopars, I think big blocks do, but I'm not too sure on that one. I could be wrong on that one. But small blocks, they don't have a rod. They just have a eccentric that bolts on the front of the cam, and that's what actuates your fuel pump. On a small block Chevy, your eccentric's built into the cam, so as a rod that comes off the cam, runs through the block to your fuel pump. That's how it works. Rich listened to the wrong person's advice. Instead, listen to somebody like Knucklehead or 2X, who actually work on small block Chevys. Again, not throwing any shade towards my buddy Twisted because he's my Bubba, and I really do like him. Just don't try to argue a point when you're wrong.
Well, there it is, folks. She's going on today.
That right there is where a rod sits and actuates that, which makes
That's all there is to it.
That rod's not fully up in there, so you're not getting that fuel pump in. Now look at this. That fuel pump rod's not all the way up in there. It has nothing to do with anything. This has nothing to do with price in China. You listened to the wrong person, give him the advice, and they were wrong.
Okay, Dennis, as you can see, it's not going to fit.
You shouldn't be listening to Dennis again. Dennis doesn't know small block Chevys, apparently, because there's a rod that actuates the fuel pump. 2X, ask 2X, ask anybody that's ever put a fuel pump on a small block Chevy. There's a rod that actuates the fuel pump. Again, I love my Bubba, but he's wrong. Gave you the wrong advice. And just so you know, Rich, this is your frame. This is your engine cross member. This is not a control arm. This spans from left side of the frame to right side of the frame. A control arm it's a control arm. It only bolts to your frame, your spindle. That's it.
See the lower nipple there? That's rubbing against, actually it's the lower control arm. It's right on it. And I can't move the fuel pump up any higher.
Yeah, because that rod's down, you stupid fucker.
See? That's not going to work.
I thought he was mechanically inclined. Ready? Here we go.
Well, folks, it's got nothing to do with me. I have no problem putting two...
It 100% has something to do with you. Instead of getting third party's opinion on like somebody like, again, Jeff at 2X or your buddy Knucklehead, you listen to Twisted, who doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground when it comes to a small block Chevy. Again, I love my Bubba, but he's wrong. He's fucking wrong. It has a rod that actuates the fuel pump. If that rod's down even a little bit, fuel pump no go in there. And Rich, you're gonna say, well, it had to be up in there for me to pull the pump off. Yes, but that rod as you pull fuel pumps out, it's gonna travel down. There's actually a hole in the front of the block that you could thread a bolt in and lock that rod in place up here, out of the way. But you didn't do your research. You didn't do your due diligence. So you listened to the wrong person's advice.
Bolts on into fuel lines.
And you look like a
problem is the actual fuel lines that are supposed to go one to the end of the gas tank and the other one to the end of the carburetor. Well,
look, I'm gonna show you something, Rich, just because I don't want you to look like a buffoon, and I want to teach you a twist of something. It's actually called a drive shaft, but look, right here. Let's do images. This right here, Rich, this is from Moroso. Same fucking thing that's in there, right there, Bubba. This is your fuel pump rod, or fuel pump drive shaft, as most people call it, for small block and big block Chevys. Look, you silly fuckers. Look, this right here actuates the fuel pump on a small or big block Chevy. This rod, this side goes to your camshaft, this side goes to your fuel pump. As camshaft rotates, it pushes this rod down, which actuates the fuel pump. I don't know how much simpler I can make it for you guys. So, Twisted, you're wrong again, Bubba. Sorry, but you're wrong, Bubba. And Rich, you should have gotten a third opinion.
It won't line up. The bolt holes do not line up down below. And the fittings both are sitting on top of the lower control arm.
You can plainly see in the video the fuel pump's not fully up in the hole yet. Because that rod is somewhat down, and it's not allowing the fuel pump to come all the way in and swing into place where you can get the bolts in. Jesus, dude.
Not leaving me enough room to maneuver them in order to get that pump in. So that's the reality of it.
It won't matter.
Say what you will about it.
It won't matter if you put the original pump in there or not. You're going to have this problem. Because you're listening to somebody that doesn't know, has never put a fuel pump on a smaller Chevy.
Not me, but there's nothing I can do about the parts that somebody else made.
Has nothing to do, and even your buddy right here, you would have just asked Knucklehead, whatever the fuck his name is. He plainly tells you the reason why it's not going into place. Because there's a rod. Stop listening to people like Twisted. You're going to listen to him, get third opinions. Twisted didn't know what the fuck he's talking about here. He's thinking it's a fucking Mopar that, a small block Mopar that doesn't have a rod. This has camshaft. Ready? Camshaft. Rod. Fuel pump. As camshaft rotates, pushes rod, pushes fuel pump, sucks in gas. That's how it works.
What it is. Now I have to return it and try and find another pump or get the diaphragm for this pump that I have here, which is the original.
You're an idiot.
Bye.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. And you're an idiot. Alright, let's move on to some Barry stuff. Because I haven't done Barry in like a month. Not that, he's done any real content. Last time he touched the rotor was 2 weeks ago.
Taking the time to savor Thomas's crunchy yet soft bagels.
Thanks, Tom.
It's Tom, actually.
Right, Tom.
Tom. You doing that on purpose?
Hi, guys. You're back with us, Beamer & Son Garage, and we appreciate you coming back to the blog.
Yeah, they're biting.
So our 70 Roadrunner slowly being taken apart. The header's now off on the passenger side, out of the way.
Barry, you got
jacking it up on the other side already. Getting ready to pull the header over there. And we still got a long way to go.
You're one of one.
Once we get that header off, because there's a center link underneath of it.
One of one if it bit you
It's
on
going
the
to have
ass.
to be pulled, and then the oil pan could be dropped. So it's not going to be an easy thing like I thought it was going to be. Pretty much just a easy way to go about things.
Okay. The engine needs replaced. We all agree, right? The engine needs replaced, right? Chat, we can all agree. How many of y'all would want to pull the oil pan with it in the car? This ain't a rich engine. We're going to be able to slap it back together. This is a totally junk locked up engine, seized engine. You know you got to pull it anyways. Why not pull the fucking engine and replace it? Why are you like, oh, I got to pull it open? He's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking buffoon.
This thing is the starter and the header's got to come out probably together, so it's going to be a pain in the butt. I remember how much of a pain in the butt was to put the starter or the header on. You had to take the starter off and put the starter and header on at the same time. So, but that's not why we're on here. We're on here to show you about this rare car that we've said we've had all along, and we never really showcased it.
Barry, you didn't prove. How'd you prove it was 101? I gotta hear this, Bubba. How enlighten me? So because it has this orange paint job, which isn't rare, you can do Google searches on it. It's a base model car. It's a bucket seat, no console, no air conditioning, base engine, base transmission. Well, sorry, they upgraded the transmission. It don't have the stripe option on there for the reflective side stripe and rear stripe. It don't have what makes it rare, Barry, again? Because you want to talk about 101. How about a 444 speed of that car without that paint option? Well, you can find production numbers for the Roadrunners all you want, Bubba. Doesn't make this car rare. In fact, it makes it the opposite.
Until recently, till our haters were trolling us so bad about it, and we had to prove them wrong, like we've always done.
Yeah, you proved it wrong. Just like that 340 with X heads, huh? X heads, remember that, Barry? Maybe I'll show that video next.
Okay, so here we go with the fender tag again, guys. Let's see how that comes in. Well, it comes in pretty good. Okay, so let's start from the bottom about this rare car we got here. E63 is the code for the 383 big block.
Base engine. That's standard equipment.
E32 is the heavy-duty torque
upgraded transmission.
Light. RM23 means it's a Roadrunner.
Yeah, but there's more to that, Barry. This means something, and then 23 means something. But I'll let you come on here so you sound smart and say what it means.
And
M, I'm pretty sure means is the price class, but I
never did figure what that means. And then 10-07760.
That's your sequential body number. That is your core support, your body tag, your VIN tag. All should match this 0. This number right here. It should not be any number off, Barry. Look at these screws though. So why have you had the fender tag off? Because those ain't factory Mopar bolts. It would be a button head style bolt.
The unique serial number to this car. FK5, that's the burnt orange.
And one of the ugliest fucking colors Mopar ever made.
It's got it 3 times. There, and there.
Okay. I want to explain what that means, Barry. So, burnt orange bottom, burnt orange top. Upper doors, burnt orange. This has nothing to do with the actual color of your seats, your headliner. This just means your upper doors, instead of being flat black, were painted burnt orange. Which, if those doors are original, it should still have that, Barry.
5 is the paint code, burnt orange, medium burnt orange. H2KW, well, that's the smoking gun, guys. It's 1 of 14 with a burnt orange inside, burnt orange outside.
That right there, you guys, tells that it's 1 of 14. Keep in mind, he has never showed any factual proof that it's 1 of 14. Just his word, which we know is fucking worth nothing anymore. He's not taken serious here on YouTube. How can you go to 4,000 subs, over 4,000, but your views stay the same? You guys want to see what that car would look like new? See how ugly this fucking color was? That's exactly what that car would look like brand new. I don't even think it would have had that Roadrunner stripe right there, but there's a VH1 hood treatment, blackout hood treatment. This is the color. That is the ugliest fucking color. It's not even a high impact color. It's the ugliest fucking color Mopar ever made. The ugliest fucking color Mopar ever made.
I'd burn orange on the bottom. It's 1 of 14
Like,
in the
if you had a Panther pink car, then you're talking. Because in 1970, not a lot of Panther pink cars were made. If you had a, I'm going to say it's probably the Plymouth name for it, but Sublime green car. Probably pretty fucking rare. Those are all high impact colors, which were special ordered colors, which are 10 times better of a color than burnt orange. Like, ugh.
world. But this is what makes this car 1 of 1.
It's 1 of 1 very because you own it, Bobo. That's why it's 1 of 1.
It's for an interior package. It's got the basically.
Let's just fucking nip this shit in the bud, shall we, Barry? What's the code now? H2KW. Let's see here. He's saying it's an interior code, but that looks like a paint code. Let's see here. I spelled that all wrong, and I do not care. Look, Bear's video pops up. That's so fucking cute. That's a month ago. Let's see here. Finding nothing like that. Here, H2KW. Look, a body tag code like H2KW on a 70 Plymouth rotor would typically provide information about the car's original equipment and features, but decoding the exact meaning requires referencing to specific Mopar decoding resources. So let's see here. Does it tell us anything? H2KW code itself does not have a single universal recognized meaning without the context of the entire body tag and specific decoding systems used in the 1970 Plymouth. Let's see here. Can we find anything else on it? Do 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 do. Let's see. I'm typing that in right. H2KW. Let's put it in capital. Let's see what it does then. Nowhere is it saying when I type in that code that means 1 of 1. Wrong again, Barry. I put a fucking at because I'm an idiot. Let's see what we got now. Aha! We found something. In 1970, the Plymouth Roadrunner, the H2KW code, on the body tag or fender tag typically refers to the trim grade, style, and color of the interior. More specifically, H indicates the interior trim grade, likely high grade. 2 refers to the seat style, likely bucket seats or a bench seat option, so it could have been either. My money's on fucking, even if it's a bench seat car, that's even worse, in my opinion. K, vinyl, leather, etc. These are not exact fucking figures, Barry. So how are you determining one of one off of these codes? W refers to the interior color, white, black, red, etc. So where in this fucking code are you seeing one of 14? If anything, all this proves is that it could have any option they fucking wanted. You don't know what's factory or not. Here's my money, Barry, and I'm gonna give you my 2 cents. Ready? Bucket seats would probably be what it is. They're probably vinyl. And they're white. You know why? In that car right now, it has white vinyl bucket seats. Bubba, let's see if we can find anything else on it to maybe get Barry as one of 14 credibility by that number. Look! No! The H2KW code on a 70 Plymouth Roadrunner body tag does not automatically indicate it's one of 14 produced. You stupid fucker right there. I didn't know it was going to be that easy to prove your fucking ass wrong. Look at that. I'm going to highlight it so you can read it, Bear Bear. I know you're in here. Look at that. Woo! H2KW is not a production code. You stupid fucker. Let's see here. Therefore, while a specific combination of codes, including the H2W, might be an extremely rare, simply having the code does not automatically make the car one of 14. Wah, wah, wah.
The trim package, it's got wood grain. The 2 is for bench seat. This car had a bench seat. It's one of one. Now on top of that bench seat, triple
hang on.
burnt orange.
I forgot. It's not one of 14. It's one of one. Hang on. We already know the answer, but let's do this. I put one of 14. Let's make it even rarer. Based on the previous search results, the code H2KW on a 70 Plymouth Roadrunner body tag refers to the interior trim specifications for a complete interior. It does not mean your car is one of one. Oh, I gotta take a picture of this shit and send this to Jeff. Jeff's gonna love this. I don't even know if Jeff's in here, but.
Interior trim package. It's got this KW.
Yeah, because I just proved it wrong, Barry.
Well, that means it had black and white combination interior. So that's why it's got a black seat and white buckets. I believe they were actually, it would have been a white bench seat. But it's a combination of black and white. And that's the smoking gun. That's the real, that's the real one right there. That KW. Yeah. KW, my brother loved that Kenworth. Then K5, 5K, FK5 again, that's the burnt orange, should be the interior. Then you got...
Can y'all believe it was that fucking simple to prove Barry wrong? Like, how can somebody be this fucking stupid? Yeah, you guys, I'm sending this to Jeff. Crude bear on again. Send Jeff a message.
Got some numbers here, 824. That's unique, number that goes on the
That's
broadsheet.
That's your
it's unique.
sequential serial number. That should
Basically,
match your fender tag, your body
Here's
tag.
the code for it going down the
Fender tag, your
assembly
body
line.
tag are the
That's
same. Your VIN tag,
that might tell
all
you
the numbers on
when
the
it
car
was
should
built
all
and
match
that.
that
Maybe,
code.
I don't know. Then we got FK5 again up on top. That is the burnt orange on the bottom. So it's got burnt orange on top, burnt orange on the bottom, burnt orange interior. Then V21, that is
Blackout hood
the
treatment. Sport treatment.
stripe for the hood. It's got a special black stripe for the hood. Then N96, as you all know what that is, that's the air grabber. Okay, so that's another unique feature of this car. Then L31, that is the turn signals. They're missing, but you can see it does have the cutouts. It does have the turn signals. So it would have turn signals coming up from the car and wires going up, making it light up. Left turn, right turn, left turn, right turn. Yeah. So yeah. So L31 was that. Then the next code is 26. That means it's a 26-inch radiator. That's the big radiator.
Dormammu, the Cosmic Conqueror. What the hell does that even mean? My bad.
It's Dormammu, which means you've officially bitten off a hell of a lot more than you can chew.
No, I can show a lot.
I'm aware.
So you're telling me this puffy-ass cloud with eyes holds apocalyptic power? I seen pictures on the south side, scarier than that.
Now there's some more codes up here, and we don't know how to identify them. 106707.
Fucking creep is what
Some
you
more
are.
numbers here.
Why don't you wash that fucking finger, dog?
088,
Get all that shit stained from where you
057,
fucking went through the toilet paper.
668. Yeah, I'm not really sure what all that is, but this is a 101. I said it from the very beginning.
It's a
In our
101.
haters and trolls. It's not what I hate.
Really, Barry? What the? Eat
In your
that.
face,
What's that
Dick
say,
Tracy.
Bubba? In your
I
face,
told
Dick
you,
Tracy.
told you.
What's
It's like
that
the
say
Challenger
right
in the
there?
garage. They say, oh, my haters got, oh, that Challenger's nothing.
Glad you brought Challenger, Barry. You guys want to see where he proved me wrong? Want to see this? Remember this, Barry? Or don't have the X head you say it does? Ready?
All right, guys.
You ready for this, you guys? Remember, Barry, you proved me wrong on your Challenger. You put out the proof that you proved me right. So here's the proof.
You're back with Beamer Sun Garage, and thanks for coming back. So we got these haters that keep, keep the shit up because they got nothing better to do in life. They don't have a life. They don't even have a Mustang or...
Barry? Yeah, you're right. You're right, I forgot. You're right.
anything cool. And we're...
Yes! Sorry, I got a cough. Look at that cough. Oh. Oh, that's a bad cough. 67 Mustang. Damn.
talking about Austin. So he says, here, Mach 1.
Bro, why? I got a question. I got a serious question, Barry. Serious fucking question for you, Bubba. Why every time you talk about me is your heart rate elevated enough where you can't breathe? That's usually a sign of, fear or backlash, from, you're about to make yourself an idiot. But, you know, usually when somebody's fear, their heart rate's up, they can't really breathe to talk. And listen how you're doing right now, Bubba. What's this?
It's the worst Mach 1 ever. Really? What do you got, kid?
I have quality, not quantity. I have character. I would never call my mom a whore. No matter what my sister did, I would never say that she didn't belong to my dad. I have character, values. I wouldn't steal from my dead mother's estate, my dad's estate. I wouldn't drop my fucking kid off for my parents to raise. Because I would rather have 86 pounds of junk and chase drugs than raise my fucking son and my responsibilities. Um, but yeah, Barry, I digress. Oh, you know what else I have? Family actually wants something to do with me, unlike you. But I digress. Again. Take it away, Barry.
It's coming from somebody that's got nothing, right? You ain't got nothing. You don't have a Mach 1. You don't have a fastback. You don't have another Mach 1. You don't have a...
Barry, what's the point of having these cars when you're never going to drive them? That Mustang will never be a highway cruiser. It may, if we're on your ass long enough, travel up to the road to the fucking Dollar General, but that's about it. That fastback is fucking so twisted, dude, from being in a wreck that it's worthless. Nobody would buy it. Nobody would fix it. You put lipstick on a pig. I may dislike Rich, but here's what I'm gonna tell you, Bubba. Give that car to Rich, that car would look more, more betters by the shitty paint job he'd put on it than it does sitting in your fucking field with weeds growing up through it, Bubba. Oh, how's it feel, dog, to not be taken serious by people that you used to, that used to be in your little world, Barry? How's it feel to be kicked out of an event? How's it feel not to be welcomed, to be a pariah on YouTube? How's it feel that you got fucking 4,000 paid bots and you're lucky to hit 100 views? Lucky.
Well, what do you got, kid? You got nothing but a big mouth and crooked teeth.
I don't have any teeth, Barry. But hey, karma's a bitch, man. Look at Ryan's teeth, Bubba. They're rotting out his fucking skull. So, I mean, you really shouldn't have said this, Bubba. Talk about God's on your side and all, Bubba.
Here we go again, with these haters, they just won't shut their mouths, even though I closed their mouths last week ago Saturday, I closed their mouths. They run around talking all kinds of shit, calling me everything in the book.
Yeah, you said if I called you a pedo to your face, you'd knock my fucking teeth out, and instead you screamed, "Come to my show," and got kicked out of the event and permanently banned you and Ryan. So, me and Dad will be there, but you have a great weekend that weekend, and be sure to work on some cars.
And but everything but what I am which is a white man.
Why do you have to bring Why would you bring skin color into that, Barry? You're a fucking racist, but why isn't it just a man? You're just a man. I mean, you're a boy, but you're no fucking man. A man would raise his fucking son. Not wait till he's 40 and could pay all my fucking bills and then move him into my house. But I digress.
With a handicapped son. And he's very challenged.
Fucking handicapped.
Does very well for, what he can do. But, these people.
He sucks dick. You guys didn't know that. I'm sorry to tell you this, dude. But he goes into the frozen section and pays. Well, he lets people pay him for giving him a tuggy tug, or giving them a tuggy tug through the fucking freezer by the milk.
Hate to break here want to pick on a man that's trying to, finish raising a son that's,
Your boy is 40 fucking years old. He should have a kids of his own. I think the raising's out the door, Barry. Your boy is pushing 50 years old. If you're still having to raise him and teach him things, then your parents fucking failed. He's 40 years old. Most people by 40 years old have their own kids, their own family. They're not still living in their daddy's house, paying daddy's bills, buying daddy Powerade, talking about we're gonna fix my charger one day, Dad. Right? Come to my show.
Mentally challenged and handicapped, and you want to sit there and bash a man? You know what? It's going to be worse next time I see.
No, it can't be because you fucking literally are 65 years old trying to fuck young girls on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, to where one girl literally just posts a picture of herself, and she goes, "My mom told me to post this," and your exact words was, "That's a body built for fucking." No, it can't be you're a fucking racist and used a slang term to mock O that is for Italian and Mediterranean people. It can't be that you dislike Latino people. It can't be none of that, right? Right?
You boys. See that. So anyway, so there again, he's.
Hey Barry, tell you what, bitch. You ain't got the balls, the stones to punch me in the mouth. You ain't got the stones. Now do something about it, bitch. No, I'm not coming to your fucking driveway. I'm not fucking stupid. If you want some, see me out and about and get some. Punch me in the mouth. Do it. Because again, I'll tell you how it's going to play out. You're going to punch me in the mouth, right, Barry? You're going to punch me in the mouth. And I ain't got no teeth, keep that in mind. I'm going to hawk my blood all over you. And I'm going to laugh in your fucking face because you're going to go to jail. I am going to own all 86 of them fucking cars. And that's going to how it's going to play out, boy. Keep that in mind. Hit me, bitch. Be a man of your word. Do it, you fucking coward. You ain't got the stones.
Wrong. He doesn't have nothing, and that's not the worst mock one on YouTube. That's what he says. So we're going to.
Okay. I'm gonna explain something, you guys. Mustangs, like Mopars, are unibody cars, or like any car nowadays. Unibody, which means there is no frame. Your body is your frame, and you have frame rails, which hold your engine and your suspension on. So it's the structural part of your car. That Mustang, the frame rail's like this, the floors are like this. There's a gap, about an inch gap, 2-inch gap, where you can put your finger through it between where the floor sets in his Mach 1 and the frame rail. All that's supposed to be tied together. It's all structural. You're not supposed to have a gap big enough that you could put a kitten paw into between your frame rail and your floor.
Go about here and try to disprove all his crap that he's got. One of the other things he was running his cocksucker about, and I say cocksucker because his teeth are crooked because he's been sucking his dad's cock ever since he was a little boy. Yeah, his dad's.
Hey Barry, I've hung out with women that they can do exactly what you're saying. None of their teeth are crooked. How's your teeth crooked from sucking a dick, man? Trying to tell me, is that why Ryan's teeth's gone? Been busy, hasn't he? Fuck me. Holy shit.
Sick. Instead of buying him a pacifier, his dad just fed him his cock.
Think about this, you guys. Think about this. Who in their right fucking mind, who isn't a total pedophile creep, could come up with them that saying that? Who could do that? Who comes up with that kind? That's like there's mouthing off, which is what Barry's doing, and then there's this, which I don't even know how you come to this. Who could say that about a father and their kid and their newborn baby? Who could say that? Like, you're a fucking weirdo, Barry. You're a fucking creep. And that right there, that statement proves it, dude. You're a fucking creep. The fact that you could even think that up, dude, makes you a fucking pedophile. Not to mention the fact that you're 65 wanting to fuck young girls. But I digress. That's on your Twitter if anybody wants to go check that out.
Father is, and their friends, David. Yeah. His boy.
Mako.
They're just sick.
Go check them out, guys. They're new.
Incest is the words I would say, those guys. They've been having sex with their family for years. Their children having sex with their children.
Barry, you got daughters that don't want to do with you, and I'm just gonna. There's only so many reasons why the moms would keep the daughters away from you, Bubba.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Oh wait, Barry, I forgot. That's a secret. People ain't supposed to know that, are they? That you have other kids besides Ryan. 2 daughters, in fact, who have children of their own. You have grandchildren who you have nothing to do with. You don't even know their first names or their birthdays, Bubba. But you're a great man. Oh, sorry, Brad. I didn't mean to tell your secret, Bubba. My bad.
If I say this about me, then that's what I'll say about them.
Boom, right there. I know you aren't one of mine. Like we're fucking. Like we're playing on the playground and Barry said something don't like. I know you aren't one of mine. My dad could beat up your dad. How fucking old are we?
The other thing they said that my Challenger isn't a Challenger. It's not a 340. It doesn't have a 340 in the Challenger.
Look, the only way you'll ever know if that car's a 340 is if Barry shows the engine code on the side. Because the 318 will share the same crank weight, harmonic balancer as a 340. The blocks are the oil pans, all that shit bolts on to a 318 to a 340. The oddball engine would be the 360, which 318 oil pans will fit on 360. And 360 is a different balance than a 318 or 340. But nobody said that's not a Challenger, Barry. I believe we all said it's not a TA 340 with X heads.
So we're gonna prove
me
them
right. Prove me right.
Again.
Prove me right.
The Mach 1 is not the worst Mach 1 on YouTube. It is. Not the best one, but it's certainly not the worst one.
It's far.
It's better than anything he's got because the boy ain't got nothing. But I run him out. That's all you got, boy.
Are you mad?
A lot of hot air.
Are you mad because I'm more clever than you, dog? Is that what you're mad about? Is that my brain hasn't been eaten up with fucking alcohol and meth? So I'm 10 times cleverer and more witty than you? That's what it is, bro. I get it now, Bo. I understand. It's okay.
So we're in the... Did I bring my light? Oh. I bring my light. Darn it. Not sure I brought my light. It's going to be hard to see it now.
Guns and gears, done. Jinx.
See what we can find out.
DRC, how y'all doing tonight? You dizzy? How y'all doing tonight?
Yeah, I could be able to see much. Oh, there's some light. Right on the block.
Now, you guys. This right here, I don't know how what's showing up my pointer is, but right here, that's your harmonic balancer. That, I can't remember, I can't remember, so I'm not going to speak on it. But 318s and 360s, well, 318, 340, and 360s. The 360 is a different style of balanced than the 318 and 360. The 360, I think, it's externally balanced. The 318 is internally balanced, I'm pretty sure. That's why, like, on a 360, you need a weight somewhere on the harmonic, or on the flex plate shit. Could be wrong on that. Very well could be. No expert, I get this shit confused sometimes.
Right here.
Barry, if you wanted to prove some shit, you want to prove it as a 340. First of all, you would start by proving it as a 340. You would crawl underneath, I can't remember, I think it's the passenger side of the block, right underneath the manifolds. It'll say a number, 340. Or if it was a 360, it would say number, 360. If it was a 440, it would say number, 440. That's how you decode what an engine is on a Mopar. Whether it be big block or small block. The displacement is cast on the side of the passenger side of the block.
There's a nice to fan that off with. There we go. Not very coarse. Do something really coarse to scuff it with
And
maybe some.
and what does it matter, Barry? And I've wanted to say this for multiple, so I'm gonna say it on here because I know you're probably watching. And if not, you'll watch it later. What does it matter if it is a 340 TA block? What makes a 340 TA block, TA engine, the badass engine it was, is the heads. The heads are different than any other 340 engine. So if you don't have the TA heads, you just have a 340 there, which anybody can pick up from fucking $1,500 and under for a 340. They're not a Hemi. They're not anything super, super rare. You can still find them. They are really good engines. But while I like the 340, I ain't gonna say it. I'm a big fan of no replacement for displacement, so I would rather go 360.
Around here. Let's see, is that some fine? Yeah, that's some more fine. That's 400.
Look at that garage.
80 or something.
Look at that. Look at this. Never mind the fact, Barry, that you've took house trailer frame and tried to weld it into the rear frame rail on that, to where it's like would literally snap in half by your booger welds. You need to put the welder down or take some classes, but because you can't weld with the fuck. And then you want another thing. You want to say that's a 10-second car, you fucktard. Do you not understand NHRA rules if that car is a true 10-second car? It wouldn't be allowed on the strip without a roll cage. Google the NHRA rules for a 10-second car. Google it.
I shot my keys right
You're
there.
talking a wicked fast car.
Right there. Who says?
If it ran 10s at all, it would require a roll cage. Yeah, there's so many numbers there. I'm going to decode them right now. Where are these numbers at?
You don't really pick anything up.
Dude, where's the numbers? I just see a bunch of pitting. There's no numbers there. None at all.
And the heads are supposed to be X heads. This is a 340.
This is where it gets great.
TA block, which is the Trans Am block is supposed to be, guys.
And again, if you guys don't believe me on this, you guys can Google it yourself and do some read up on it. It's pretty neat. What makes the TA340 the TA340 is the cylinder heads. Not the block, the cylinder heads.
See if I can see any X on the head.
Alright, before we go any further, I want to do my due diligence here. Let's do this. So you guys where the X would have been if this was X heads. Heads are $1,000 heads. Those are really X heads. Let's click on the eBay. Sure, he shows the. Yeah, look, right there. I don't know how that's gonna show up. Hang on, let's do that. Now, look. You guys seeing that? There would be an X right there. And right there. There's one at the back and the front. It's literally right by the #1 spark plug. Literally right next to the #1 spark plug. So, hey Barry, you might want to buy these. These are $1,000, Bubba. So then you can actually have X heads.
Pretty sure that's what I got. I know that's what I told him. That's what I was told I got. So.
Oh, now it's what you told. What you were told you got. Don't quiet down, big dog. Remember you talking all that mad shit, Bubba. Come on. Probably spelled that wrong. Let's see what those heads are. It's got a square by the number 1 spark plug. Let's see if there's anything special. Square. Let's do stamp. And really, you're not gonna know what they are unless you can. Probably not gonna pull anything out by this. You're not gonna really know. You're not really gonna know. I spelled that all fucking wrong. Yeah, it's we're not getting any. I'm not getting anything. The only way you're really gonna know is by the ID pad and running the head number right here. So I was hoping to pull something up so we could see what they were, but because they got an obvious square there, like a square stamped into the head. Right there, see it? That right there is where your X would be buried. No, there's not. You see an X? I don't see an X, do you?
Should have something stamping on the head right there.
That's a square, not an X. Again, buried. X heads. The X would be right there. Or right there. See, X? X. That's
just knocking
you
stuff
couldn't
off.
miss that if that was on that head.
It's been so long since this card was tinkered with since my mother died.
Oh, fuck me, dude. My mom died in 2020 fucking 2, dude. And you ain't hearing me on here fucking whining about I can't do this because my mom died. Here's the reality of the fucking situation, Barry. And dudes like you. This cracks me up. Here's the reality of the situation, you fuckface. Death is a common fucking thing with reality. If you can't fucking handle it and you're gonna go into your woe is me stage with your piggy bank dying, eat a fucking bullet. Otherwise, buck the fuck up, be a man, pick yourself up because you got people fucking depending on you. You have Ryan for God fucking sakes. But no, you don't worry about making sure Ryan, his fucking mom literally just died. Sorry, his grandma, but his fucking mom just died. Instead of that, you were worried about stealing a fucking lawnmower, some TVs, and some fucking lamps. Yeah, because that's what I'd be worried about when my grandpa or my fucking dad or my mom or anybody I love dies, is what the fuck I'm gonna get. Not that I just lost my best fucking friends, my family members, what the fuck I can go in and gaffle. Like, you're fucking pathetic. Use your mom as a fucking crutch, dude. Get the fuck over it.
It was missing a lot of stuff.
Your mom would be fucking ashamed.
Steering pump I put on. It's on there. Got it off eBay. Well, it had to be another day. We'll have to figure that out, guys. I know what I have. So
you know what you have? Bullshit, bitch. You just got proved wrong. And you don't know how to handle it. Ha 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 ha. Who was right? I was right. You weren't, so fuck off.
I know what it is. I don't care what they say. Yeah, they're nothing but liars anyways.
Hang on. I don't care what they say. They're liars, but yet I just proved them right. That it doesn't have X heads.
All they do is lie.
Yeah. Guys like you crack me up. If all I do is lie, Barry, then why'd you get kicked out of an event? If all I do is lie, then why do people not want anything to do with you in this YouTube world? People used to shout out, people used to call friends. Why is that, Barry? Same with Rich. If me and my people see the world, it's so different fucking quality of you guys. Then why do so many fucking people agree with us? Because it's exactly what the fuck we say. It's exactly how the fuck we say it. And you guys just can't handle the fact you're not liked.
Nah, that's for sure. And they're cowards too. I proved that myself. Face to face with them, I found out.
So hang on. I'll just play the video.
That they're nothing but bitches. They're talking all this smack.
Remember this, you guys. Me and my dad's a coward. He proved we were bitches. I want you guys to remember those words. Remember those fucking words. Because I'm about to show you what big ass bitch Austin and Jack did and what big ass bitch Barry Beamer did. It's going to be back about a year ago, so we're going to scroll way the fuck down. Way the fuck down. Way the fuck down. Way the fuck down. Ah, here it is. Oh, that's one of the ones. That's one of the memes I did. That was good shit. Hang on, let's see here. Let's keep scrolling. I want to do that. Keep scrolling. Look at that sexy motherfucker right there. And then there's Baby Killer, Barry's friend. Barry outed to be a baby shaker and a baby killer. Okay. Here it is. Remember, Barry, I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch. Pay attention to what Ryan's little cowardly ass does. But I'm a bitch. I'm about to show how much of a bitch your boy is. And you. You ready?
Anytime, boy! Anytime!
Look how we're running. Look how we're hiding. Look how we're fucking. Look what Ryan's doing. He beat the fuck up out of there. Guess what I did, Barry? I stood my ground. Stood there with Dad, wait for you to give me a smackdown you were going to give me. I didn't run. I stood there with my dad just in case shit popped off. So I made sure I have him back to your bitch ass son, and you didn't try jumping the old man or something. Or the third motherfucker that was with y'all. There's 3 of y'all motherfuckers. But none of y'all did shit. And instead of Ryan having his dad's back, Ryan's trying to beat feet away from the situation. That's a cowardly little bitch. He didn't give a flying fuck what happened to you as long as he could save his own cowardly little fucking skin. See, look, Barry's walking towards me, and Ryan's way the fuck away. He is staying the fuck out. Look at this. Look at this. But we're the cowards, Barry. That's why you're not allowed at the pumpkin run or the spring run in the grass, Bubba. Because you don't know how to act at events. You don't know how to conduct yourself. Keep in mind, Barry, how does this make you look? You are promoting your channel. Your channel is right here on your t-shirt. And you're acting like this. How do you think that makes your channel look?
Come on, Dad, come on. You come to my show?
Like you're supposed to, when you run a YouTube channel and you're wanting to be a business, you're a businessman. You're a content creator. You want your channel to reflect that you have brains, morals, that you're not a detriment to an event, a show, anything like that. And Barry did exactly what the fuck we all knew he would do. He didn't make sure his channel looked good. He made his channel look worse. He proved he was a detriment to any fucking show he goes to. He's a fucking pariah. But you want to call me a bitch, but yet this is how you act, and your boy is fucking running the fuck away scared. I didn't run away. Does it look like I'm running the fuck away? I'm on camera and I'm laughing at you because you're fucking comedy.
Please, Dad. Come on, Dad. It's Dad. He's right. Please, Dad.
Him. I didn't do anything to him.
I know, but
All with this poor elderly gentleman and his granddaughter, to where this little girl goes, "Quit! You're scaring me." To this day, Barry hasn't even apologized to these people for scaring this little girl. These people had nothing to do with whatever the fuck Barry was planning to do that day. Whatever the fuck was in his brain that day, these people had nothing to do with. But yet, he's acting a fool. He could have accidentally swung and hit this little girl, or hit her grandfather. He could have done anything in the world. This was not the time and the place for Barry to act like this, but Barry's such a thin-skinned little bitch that his ego can't take what's coming to him. So he acts like this, thinking that scares somebody, with all these fucking witnesses around. When me and Dad walked by him twice and he didn't do shit. Once, I was closer to Barry the first time we passed them than him and Ryan are right now. Barry could have swung and smacked me, but he didn't. He put his fucking head down like a good little girl. Little bitch that he is. See this? This is what a real man does, right, Barry? They scare the fuck out of little girls like that with their channel name presented on their shirt. They're trying to get people to want to watch them, but you just proved you were an unhinged fucking lunatic and made your channel look so much worse. And then I'm gonna say something. How does it feel, Barry, that you're one of your good friends, as you want to call him, is a Fast Geeks member? They put a vote to ban you and Ryan and any other beamer. They put a vote in. Your friend would have had to voted for it. Bubba. Just throwing it out there. And I'm not gonna say which friend it is. I'm not gonna do none of that bullshit. But that's, I think, it for my live stream today. I've been going for an hour. I think that's long enough. I will see you guys in the next one. If you guys haven't already, check out Mako. Check out Airbuds and Channel. Check out my main channel. Unlike Barry, we actually build stuff. Big shout out to all you guys. I really appreciate all you guys from the bottom of my heart. I will see you guys in the next one. Much love. See you guys later. Fuck you, Rich. Fuck you, Barry.